sure, we can talk about the European Championship. I'll talk about that all night. I know I've touched on a little bit here in this shoot interview, but yeah, I mean, you always get the question, for the people in the know at WrestlingPlus.com, for the wrestlers, the fans, the other wrestling promotions, they know that the European title is the top, most prestigious title in the RWF. But you always get that. You always get that person who we partner with in our advertising, or a certain financial backer that might not be in the know, and you gotta smarten them up a little bit. But it just goes hand in hand now. It is we kind of forget that it is a bit unusual. Usually wrestling promotions will have their top title will be we were the same when we started. You'd have the RWF Championship title. Dave was the first RWF champion. It was the most prestigious title in RWF at the time when we started in 1999. At the time, I know it's hard to believe because a lot of people think that I just magically appeared at the top of this company, but I had to put in the work and put in the grind and work my way up. And through a series of matches, I came out on top as the RWF European Champion, the first European Champion. And as time would go by and as history unfolded, little did anybody but myself know, because I always knew in my heart that the European title was the most prestigious title in this company. I just had to show everybody. Wrestling night in, night out, promoting the belt, defending the title, making it prestigious, just pushing it even past the point where you get to a certain point and you look back and the RWF Championship was kind of left in the dust. And there's absolutely no disrespect to the RWF Championship. As I mentioned earlier, it's now part of the Baron and Legendary 7 of the Legacy title, one of 7. And we hold high regard for that RWF Championship. But pushing the European Championship to the top was always in my heart. It was always my goal. And touring Europe, RWF has had a huge relationship with Europe, all the European nations. I mean, I've been over there so many times. France and Paris is like the second home to me. Pushing it over there, the fan base that we had built over there, I mean, it even fiscally, we were doing better over in Europe than we were doing back in the States. And it just, with that promoting over there, it was that grind and that build. And here we are, over 20 years later. European title's still a top title. And there can only be one top title. Having to retire the RWF Championship, it was a sad day, but it was one of those things, you can only have one top title. And unlike most companies, we do go a little against the grain on that. But like I said, anybody in the wrestling industry doesn't even think twice about it. The fans don't think twice about it. The competitors don't think twice about it. And in everybody's mind, there's that European title. And even as I flew into here, into Budapest, it's just been, it was like a homecoming doing this little tour here while the Total Action tournament rages on. The people are excited. and I'm always getting the questions about the European title, and it's just an amazing thing. It's its own, it goes beyond me. It goes beyond the company, and it stands out as the absolute greatest title to ever be in the professional wrestling sport.